the man from down under with a little thunder, WWE and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer Bushwhacker Luke. I hear something else comes from down under too. The Wrestling with Figs podcast with my mates Chris and James. You gotta tune into this great podcast because Chris and James will give you all the inside info. Whoa! Yay!
Well, g'day and welcome to the Wrestling with Figs podcast, brought to you by Figs Down Under. I'm your host, James, and I'll be here to bring you all the greatness that Vintage Collectibles has to offer.
And I'm Chris, and I'll be bringing you the news, the views, the reviews, the previews, and talking about everything figure-related in Australia and our global community. We're building a global community, James. It's pretty good, isn't it?
We absolutely are. How are you, mate?
Oh, Thursday night, where would you rather be than on Figs Down Under, watching the live stream, talking figs? Great sunny day here in winter in Perth. It's just, where else would you rather be?
Likewise, mate. A little birdie's told me that you're a little bit under the weather. Bit of the sniffles.
Fine, mate. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we had to listen to you. You're coughing, sneezing.
Yeah.
But in the West, mate, we just grit our teeth. We just suck it up. We push through. No complaints from me. You just fight through. I did have 3 days off work last week, so I did have I didn't grit my teeth that hard. But I'm all right now.
Well, mate, having 3 days off anything is going to help any sort of sniffles. So, mate, I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad you're here to join me tonight on this great podcast.
Mate, it's just taking off. Exciting. We had a great show last fortnight, and looking forward to another big one tonight.
All righty. Well, let's get into the show. What do you reckon, Chris?
Yep, I'm ready to roll.
Let's kick off with community news. Well, the Wrestling with Figs podcast is proudly brought to you by Go Figure Collectibles. Jeff and the team do fantastic work in the collecting community down under, and we are so humbled and privileged to have Go Figure Collectibles as one of our major sponsors. Not one of, the major sponsor, I should say. So for all listeners and all of our community members, use code FDU5 to receive 5% off store-wide when purchasing online or going into store. Jeff loves a selfie, so get in there and grab yourself a selfie with Jeff Shureb from Go Figure Collectibles. To learn more about Go Figure Collectibles, head to our website, wrestlingwithfigs.com, and check out Jeff and the team and Go Figure Collectibles.
A great community business. Tough times in Melbourne. Lockdown the last few weeks. They're out of lockdown. The store's open. Go and get yourself some figs. They've got old stuff. They've got new stuff. They've got pops. Anything you want, go and see Jeff and the team, and they will hook you up. And tonight, he's given us a figure to give away.
Absolutely. And we'll get into that. And we'll actually, I've actually hand-selected an item from Go Figure Collectibles tonight to discuss. And we're actually going to go through a couple of adverts for Go Figure Collectibles too. So we'll get to that shortly. Up next, we've got the Figs Down Under community. So those listening around the globe, we have a Figs Down Under community which was inspired. The Wrestling with Figs podcast was inspired from the community because, as collectors from down under, it's meeting other collectors and getting great stock is pretty difficult, wouldn't you say, Chris?
It is the biggest frustration of a collector. And we harp on every pod. We harp on about how hard it is to get stock. And I don't want to be a negative Nancy and keep saying, we can't get anything here. But the community rallies together and it helps our own members to find what they're looking for. Sometimes it's people who have decided they don't want to collect anymore and they sell off their collection. Sometimes it's people who've got spares, or they might have been overseas and, well, probably not lately, but they might have had a ability to stockpile a few. somebody might be down the local Target and they've just found something that they want to share with the group in case somebody else needs it. So great group of people. Just ticked over 700 members, which is a fantastic effort. No promotion. We've not promoted the group at all.
No, not at all.
700 members is from recommendation and word of mouth. So fantastic.
Yeah, 100%. So if you want to join this great community, head over to Facebook and look up Figs Down Under and join the family. You'll also get to see this, I guess, unedited podcast. You'll be able to watch this podcast live, and absolutely unedited, live on the Figs Down Under Facebook page. So we'll look forward to seeing you there.
You get to hear all the swear words that James says that we have to edit out.
All the expletives.
And all the times I say
Yes. All right, here's a competition for everyone. First person that counts. Actually, no, what about the first person that guesses how many times Chris says tonight will win a prize. We'll win a Figs Down Under stubby holder straight from me.
I think that's not very nice. I think that's a... I just did it.
One.
I did it already.
There you go.
I did it. That's the
One.
first one. I think that's not a very nice suggestion for our members to be focusing on my faux pas.
It'll just keep you in line. Yeah?
I'm just not going to talk. You try. You record this podcast. I'll just go on a mute strike, but that'll probably make some people happy.
I'm actually going to make notes. So that's one. That's one so far. Let's see how many we get by the end of the show. All right, so we've got some figs and upcoming releases to review, Chris. So I've got a couple of things on my list. So why don't I kick it off with Chella Toys? So I've got here, did you see the uncensored 7-inch collection Dynamite Kid from Chella Toys?
Let's bring it up. Oh, so this is the elite version. So Chella has been starting to make Hasbro style figures, and they've got some good ones. Blue Meanie, a few. There's a few. I don't have them all in front of me, but a few. But this is the first one that looks more like an elite. So Series 1 Dynamite Kid, 7-inch, which is the same size as an elite. And it has the full articulation, so it looks really cool. I think I'd like to have it in my collection.
So there is a Chase variant that will be coming out as well. So the only difference would be he's wearing the blue and white tights, and it'll have red knee pads rather than the blue. So there is a Chase variant. I don't know how I feel about it, mate. To be honest, I don't reckon it looks. If he wasn't wearing white pants and blue pads, would you look at that and go, "Oh, that's Dynamite Kid"?
Well, you think the British Bulldogs were not that flashy.
I hear you, but the face scan. Anyway, look, it's great. People will buy that, and I wish Chella Toys nothing but success. But I think it's a pass from myself. But also on Chella Toys, they've got the Adam Bomb Series 2 Wrestling Megastars. So these are the Hasbro style figures, if you will. What do you think of that?
They made the Adam Bomb with the Gorilla Press action. I think that's a good action. Would have been good if the Adam Bomb was made with the Mr. Perfect Plex action, so you could sort of do the Power Bomb. I don't think you can't really do a Power Bomb with the Gorilla Press action unless it's like I suppose the legs don't bend anyway, but I just think, for me, I would have preferred to see the Mr. Perfect arms on the Adam Bomb. Yellow and black tights, really iconic. The glasses are iconic. The glasses are removable.
They are.
Which is pretty damn cool. I think having the removable glasses really makes this figure a must-have. I'll definitely be getting this one.
Oh, well, yeah? Okay. Yeah, okay. Look, I can
cheaper
see why
than buying a green card.
You what, sorry?
It's cheaper than a green card.
Yeah, but I guess that's probably why they didn't do the Perfect Plex action, because that's what the green card was like, right? So they've probably tried to stay away from that.
I honestly cannot remember I'm going to have to look that up. My Adam Bomb, what action does he have?
Perfect Plex.
Does he?
Yeah.
He does too. There you go. Well, there you go. Good work, Chella, because now we've got something different. For the life of me, I thought in my head that it was the same action.
No, it's the man flu. The man flu's taken over your brain and
It
killed a
shows you
few
that I don't
cells.
actually care about my green cards. I give them no
There you go.
love
There you go.
because no one, like, the characters are just B grade.
Yeah, look. I'm not here to beat on Chella Toys, but I think Atom Bomb's being done. I would have liked to have seen them do, wrestlers that haven't been released. Like they've got a Dynamite Kid in the Hasbro style figure coming out as well. So I'd like to see more figures like that rather than a re-release of Atom Bomb. Even though it looks great, or the pictures look great anyway.
I'll tell you,
but again,
James, the difficulty is licensing.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
You're going to have to pay somebody a lot of money to, and we'll talk about this in the release you talk about. But with Brian Clark, is he in the wrestling circuit at the moment? Not really.
Yeah.
Looking for quick cash, I'm sure. So probably an easy one to license, whereas the bigger guys who would like to have figures created of them, it's going to be a harder sell to them. And you've got, as we're about to talk about, Zombie, who's just signed up a few really good releases.
Yeah.
So tough one.
Well, let's get into the Zombie and the Heels and Faces line. I am genuinely excited and really, really impressed with the quality of work that's coming out from the Heels and Faces line. It's just that Earl Hebner painted prototype reveal. That is an incredible figure with the 1-2 and exchange. I've lost. Can't even think of the word. Replaceable hands. What's the word? Exchangeable.
It's definitely replaceable. Like, it looks like the hand comes off.
Yep.
Which is cool. And I like the fact that his arm has a different action we haven't seen before on his left arm. Yep. It's like a bent forward with the holding up the two fingers. The other thing that's cool with the ref is Earl Hebner's right arm has got the flat hand to do the pin count. So you can slap the mat 1, 2, and 3, which you'd love to have that as a kid and be playing with it.
Oh,
the Earl Hebner is, in my opinion, is the best of the whole set.
Yeah, okay. Look, even though I won't be getting him, I think Sabu by head and shoulders is unreal. I think both Brian Myers and Matt Cardona's figure is sensational. Dino Bravo is awesome. There you go. Look at Brian Myers. And look at that packaging. John Lucas Rose, amazing work once again. FDU member, proud FDU member. But that, Brian Myers looks sensational. Looks sensational. But the Heels and Faces line, bravo to Zombie Sailor. I know there's been uproar about him not shipping overseas.
Did you just say bravo to Zombie Sailor?
Bravo to Dino Bravo and Zombie Sailor and the Heels and Faces line, because that is, look, it's amazing, right? So I will say this about yes, it sucks that they're not getting shipped here, but when you think about it, if you were to invest your life savings or your hard-earned cash into a toy line, you're not going to, nor could you, create thousands and thousands of product to sell, right? So he's capped it at 2,500, I think, or 2,000.
Yeah, 2,500 per figure.
So why wouldn't you, when you're in the biggest distribution company or the biggest, the largest country where people are going to buy this product, why wouldn't you just cater for them for now, right? This is just trialing the waters. So I get everyone's frustration because we do miss out on a lot here down under. But I think if this goes well for Zombie, I believe he will release Series 1 again for us down here and the rest of the world, Europe and wherever else. But I don't blame him not shipping overseas straight away. Why would you take that risk? If you know you can sell 2,500 in your own backyard, do that first.
So my thinking is on the non-shipping overseas is I blame the English. So English members that have joined up, if you're watching, it's your fault. It's your fault.
Apologies in advance. Apologies in advance for Chris's outcry here.
Do you know why it's the UK's fault, James?
Why is that?
Because they're freaking customs tax.
Yeah.
They have to, anything you send to the UK, they charge their VAT tax on